Our life begins to end that day, the day we become silent about issues that matter to society. Peace is not a goal that we have to achieve. Rather, peace is the means by which we have to achieve our goals. If you can't fly, then run. If you can't run, then walk. And if you can't walk, then crawl. But whatever you do, you must move forward. The greatest tragedy is not the oppression of bad people, but the silence of good people about it. We should accept limited failures, but not lose unlimited hopes. Injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. A person's decisive assessment is not based on where he stands in times of happiness and convenience. Rather, it depends on where he stands in times of challenge and controversy. A true leader does not follow people's ideas. Rather, it changes people's thoughts. Love is the only power that can convert an enemy into a friend. The goal of true education is to develop intelligence along with character. The function of education is to provide the ability to think with full concentration. Our scientific power has crushed our spiritual power. We have guided missiles, but people are misguided. Every person must decide whether he will walk in the light of constructive altruism or in the darkness of destructive selfishness. Oppressors and tyrants will never give freedom willingly. Those who endured atrocities and oppression will have to demand it. Only then will they get it. Human progress never happens automatically. Every step taken towards the goal of justice involves sacrifice, struggle, and suffering. People dedicated to their goals have tireless hard work and passion. Unless a person rises above the scope of personal concerns and thinks about the larger concerns of the entire humanity, till then he has not even started living life. Law and order are for the establishment of justice, and when they fail to do so, they become like a dangerously constructed dam, who arrest the flow of social progress. To do the right thing, the time is right every moment. We have to learn to live together like brothers, otherwise we will all be ruined by fighting like fools. Darkness cannot be removed by darkness. This can only be done by light. Hate cannot be removed by hatred. This can only be done by love. One day, everyone will become blind due to the ancient principle of an eye for an eye. Development does not mean wealth and glory, but character and wisdom. Therefore, introspect yourself. It is not longevity, but excellence in life that is important. Man can rise up only by giving up his ego, because in ego only thinking remains high, but the character keeps on deteriorating. I have decided to adopt love only. Hating is a very painful and burdensome task. It is good to be scared of the truth, not to be afraid of the truth. Therefore, always be ready to face it. Morality brings prestige, and from prestige, fame, glory, and glory automatically spread in all directions. It is very difficult to achieve success in any work without effort. Morality is that weapon, which brightens the character and provides prestige. It is good to hope, but not to depend on it, because hope itself depends on hard work. Time is very fast. Therefore, only those who follow it are successful here, and those who go in the opposite direction invite their own destruction. The true expression of love arises only from constant and complete devotion to God. Not every work can be done according to others because everyone's capability is different. There is a lot of difference between coal and gold, but the importance of both remains at their respective places. Therefore, no one is inferior. Everyone has their own usefulness. It is better to accelerate one successful idea than to create 100 successful ideas. This is the basic mantra of success. A real leader does not seek consensus, but creates it. No one can make you fall to the point of hating him. An important question in life is, what are you doing for others? At the end of a dispute, we do not remember the words spoken by our enemies, but rather remember the silence of our friends during that time. Faith is the first step in any endeavor, unless you have seen the whole staircase. If the bad person brings a base, then the good person has to plan on it. If a bad person destroys, then a good person has to build. If a bad person says something with bad words, the good person has to give it the glow of love. You can see the stars only in darkness. It is a fundamental right of a person not to obey an unjust law. If a person cannot find a goal for which he can die, so he doesn't deserve to live. Peace. Diamond is more valuable than silver and gold. In the end, it is the silence of friends, not the words of enemies, that is remembered. Every man is great because every man can serve. You don't need a college degree to serve. To serve, you just need to have compassion in your heart and a soul that is born of love. I can never reconcile economies that provide luxuries to the few by taking necessities from the many. I have a dream that all 4 of my children will one day live in such a nation, where no one will recognize them by the color of their skin, but by the qualities of their character. No one can ride on you unless your waist is bent. Therefore, straighten your back and start working towards achieving your goal. We learn to fly in the air from birds, and we learn to swim in the sea from fishes. But we could not learn to live like brothers and sisters on earth. He who does not have the power to forgive does not even have the power to love.